and welcome back to this Trails to Azure Let's Play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode, what did we do? We managed to do the new Central Crossbell Guardian Forces commanders. We put them under the strain of testing with some preparation battles, but today we have got ourselves, as you can tell, it's been a long time since I played this. We have got ourselves, where's it going to be? We have got ourselves a doctor's appointment at St. Ursula's Medical College with Dr. Seeland. So, I think without any further ado, let's go ahead and do it now. It's been 6 months since I played this. I took some time off. I explained this on the Tales of Symphonia Let's Play that was running at the same time as this one. Took some time off. I just needed that break with some shit. But I'm here. I'm ready again. I'm excited to get back into Trails. I was speaking to a friend of mine. He was telling me about this. We were just talking about games and said I was really excited to start recording and doing some content for you guys. But what I'm not going to do is make you sit through me going all of the way to St. Ursula's, but I'm going to walk just to familiarise myself with the way there, with the battle system. So I'll see you guys in a second when we're at St. Ursula's. Hello! So, we made our way down. I got myself a little bit more reintegrated with the systems again. It has been a very long time, and we've made our way here to St. Ursula's Hospital, I believe. What is the thing we've got to do? The new pharmacology neurology has an urgent request. So that's what we will do. So let's make our way in. It's been a while. Lloyd? I'm guessing it's going to be Celeste. Hey, is that her name? Have I forgotten? Man, you're gonna have me being a little bit shaky here. It would appear so. It's really good, Cecile, of course. Sorry to drop by so suddenly. Welcome back, Lloyd. To you, Ellie, Randy, and Noel. How have you all been? We've all been well. Long time no see. It's been a long time that I've done voices for anything, so far too long for a beauty like Cecile. I remember being like this. I'm flattered you remember me. The last time we met was when the CGF came here during the cold incident. Hard to forget that night. So, this is the lovely older sister of Lloyd's everyone talks about. Of course, Swazi. Oh, there's a face I don't recognize. You must be the other new member that joined the SSS when Noel did. I suppose I am. Where's the hemisphere? Pleasure is all mine. Nice to meet you. I suppose I owe you a proper introduction as well. Of course, Celeste Nuez. I'm a nurse here at St. Ursula's. Hope you all will continue to look after my dearest little brother. Cecile, I know where you're coming from, but you don't have to put it like that. It's not like we're related by blood. Anyway, Cecile's been looking out for me as long as I can remember. Stop being so shy. I don't know what you're talking about. She was, of course, engaged to his older brother, the detective. Never mind that, let's get to the real matter here. Just how beautiful Nolan was, yeah. SSFski's handing candidates, Lloyd. Have you decided which one of them you're going to date? Date? It's very true. Both are very, very pretty. The SSS is a serious police division, not a singles club. I think I've made a mistake. How could I be so careless? Shouldn't be bringing this up now when Tia isn't even back yet. It's not fair to her. Once Tia comes home, make sure you have time to decide who in the SSS is going to be your soulmate. I mean, we've already decided it's going to be Eddie. Were you not listening at all? I told you it's not like that. Seeing Cecile tease Lloyd like this makes me feel like we really are back in our old flow. Ain't nothing like watching Cecile's denseness make Lloyd squirm. Not you too. I really have missed you guys these past couple of months, you know. As it happens, I'm starting my break. Should we go ahead and decide for some tea? I wouldn't mind at all. What'd you say, guys? Tea time? I love tea. Good chance to catch up. It would be. And I want to heal before I head anywhere else. So it's going to be a while before Tia rejoins all of you, I take it. Yeah, she had a lot of foundation work on our plate last we heard it from her. I'm sure we've been keeping her busy at the headquarters in Lemon. That sounds like Tia. I can't wait for her to come home, too. I'll have to ask you to share all the kind of stories from Lemon State when she gets back. Yeah, me too. I'm sure Tia's really looking forward to seeing all of our friends when she comes home. Here we go. Whoa. What's with you two? I've heard rumors of how you two can be, but you get along even better than I would have guessed. The rest of us can't get a single word in edgeways. I'm green with envy towards Cecile. Of course he is. Your hair is always green. Honestly, what kind of amateur would be jealous of Cecile right now? It's the womanizing brat you should be envious of. He's this close with her ever since he was little. Definitely seems that way. If he keeps taking it so casually, it's going to come back to haunt him in his other relationships. What are you guys talking about? Of course. Enough of that, I didn't mean to take all your time catching up. We had reasons for coming here today. That's right. Well, we're here regarding a support request from someone called Dr. Sayland, new head of neurology and pharmacology here. Yes, that's right. When Dr. Gunter's transgressions came to light, the public learned about the state of the drug, and the hospital was in a state of chaos. In the wake of it all, the doctors did their best to provide the care to the victims that were recovering outside the hospital. It wasn't easy. It's only been recently that we began to regain the patient's trust, of course. Damn, I didn't realize how hard these last few months have been on all you guys. It's okay. Most of it's in the past now. We're moving forward. The Scotchman incident are finally healed. All of us believe St. Ursula's Hospital. Best days are still ahead. In that vein, Dr. Silent was recruited here from Rentheria. Am I correct to assume that he's related to the Silent Company, famous for manufacturing medical equipment? Yes, he's a relative. She's a relative of his founder. There's some bias coming in. She's the kind of woman who exudes charisma and confident air about her. So they replaced the dirtbag with a lady. Now I'm really looking forward to meeting her. Ignoring that for now. If that's her background, she has your stamp of approval. I'm sure she's good. Sounds like a woman of many talents. Just like her predecessor, she specialized in the field of pharmacology and neurology while in Rentheria. Dr. Silent also led a successful operation on Michael, a boy with a serious illness who's been staying at the hospital. Here we go. She's in early preparations for Shizuki's next surgery. Shizuki is going to have... Oh, it's big. She sounds amazing. Would you happen to know where we can find her right now? Time of day, she's usually holed up in a lab in the research ward. If you speak to Sarah at the reception, she'll phone for her and let you into the building. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't I escort you there? Sounds great, let's go. Are we going to get a chance to? No, we're not. Yes, that's right, if you would please. Here we go, we of course remember. Confirmed everything with Dr. Silent, but waiting for you in office in the research ward. Thanks, Sarah. You're a big help. Break is almost over, so I shall leave you two to your work. We gather on around. Thanks for catching up. Sure, the SSS has plenty of tough days ahead, but I know all of you can handle it. Do your best. We will. You do the same. Do your best, Lloyd? Yes, she said that to you. Of course she did. She didn't say it that enthusiastically, you know. Putting it like that, it almost sounds like you wish she did. What a shame that you don't even get a passionate hug either. Now you mention it. Did something like that happen before? Knock it off already, you four. We're head on duty. Let's go meet Dr. Silent. It's on the hospital's roof and pharmacology is on the 4th floor. I think Ellie is probably bringing some up, but what we're going to do first is there is the ability to heal first, so let's go ahead and take that. If I remember correctly, we can use the inn's facilities. Let's rest. I will take 500 mirror all day to have a bit of a resting. And is there anything here? Shining pin cushion for Key's room. Sure, I'll take that for absolutely zero amount of money. 500 sounds pretty good to me. Everyone here is doing their own thing, so let's head up. So we're... Yes, of course, Randy the Womanizer. So let's make our way up to the top. Whilst we're here, may as well check in on Shizuki. Of course, so Kia and Shizuki have now become friends. Mate, you're gonna have to, some people are gonna have to bear with me because I am gonna be so out of it in regards to what's going on. What's going on there, but that should be fine. Alright, and the pharmacology department is here. We of course went through a rather big fight in here. Now it's on the arrival. Come in. Let's see what we're dealing with. Took you long enough. You're 2 minutes later than I expected you to be, but I'll ignore that. I heard good things about you. Prissy, ain't she? Though I can't deny she's a real looker. Anyway, no point in yelling. From across the room. Right. Are we gonna see what her portrait is? You're Dr. Silent, correct? We're told you have the analysis on Gnosis Compo. Before we get that, I have a favor to ask. Something I need you to do for me first. You mean support? Can't give us Gnosis rolls first. I'm asking you to do pertain to those results related to the patients who are under the influence. Oh, I think I get it. We'll get right on it then. Would you mind explaining the request? Collect several medical surveys from the former patients. After the incident with the cult, the hospital concentrated its efforts on caring for victims of Gnosis. The treatment has been long since been completed, of course. However, not every patient returns a medical survey I'd sent to them. So, we don't have the surveys, can't do the analysis. Sounds about right. You catch on quickly. In total, there are 3 missing surveys to collect. Dino from Crossbell's downtown, Nikolai, a performer for Arc on Sol, and finally the CGF guardsman Celeste at Bell Guards Gate. Go to them, explain the situation, click their surveys, and make them fill it in if they haven't already. Right. Sounds good to me. So, we've got some reports to do that are going to mean that we run all the way around Crossbell today, which is of course not so much of an issue. But what we will do then is head back to the city. This time I know that there's the car ability, but I walked all the way here in order to try and get myself used to the systems again, which I do believe I am, but we're not going to waste the time going on the way back because we've already been here. So let's head for Crossbell City. Main gate. I put Wazzy in as well just because I thought, why not? Have a little bit of difference. But from here, I'm starting to learn all the buttons again. We can head to Downtown District and speak to Dino, because he is the first one on the list. And you would think the best place, Sister Reis. Those who go without anything. This sister is real strict. She certainly is. Do we still have a Kiefer in here? We do. And it does have enemies. Interesting. Oh, it was so strong. Okay, I must have come here recently. I got confused with the games. Which one for which, but there we go. Let's head. I do believe Dino is in here. You guys, what are you doing here? And Muzzy's with you too. Get out of here. Still not welcome down here, am I? We understand how you feel, Dino. Hear us out for a moment. Explain Dr. Silent's request. Need to collect the medical survey. Still there for treatment. You forgot about it. Not feeling any effects. I just don't want to go all the way to hospital again for something like that. Don't think it'd be wise to self-diagnose yourself. Think of it this way. If you are wrong, your symptoms have returned. You're going to cause trouble for the rest of the stable providers. Guess you're right. Alright, give me a minute. Know it's around here somewhere. I'll find it and fill it out. Here we go. All we need. Dino's medical report. Obviously not a fan of thing. Hello, Reis. One of my favourite characters in the Legend of Heroes series so far. Where's Kevin, though? Have we seen Kevin? I feel like we may have seen Kevin. I don't know. It feels like there will be a culmination at some point. There's beginning a little bit of jitters here, but that's fine. Boom, boom. It's just nice to be back in Crossbell. It's nice to be playing a turn-based game again as well. I've been obviously playing Tales of Symphonia. I'm just going to be playing one game at a time. I think around these times now. I just think it's going to make it a little bit easy for myself. So, West Zemuria Trade Conference. I think I vaguely remember that this was the thing. Should be on stage with the troop. We of course remember this guy from last time. Sully. We remember from last time. One of the troop members, however. So, you would think that if they were going to be anywhere. Running around the theatre is not a great idea. Okay, is it the troop leader? So, how do I get up there? That is the question. Wandering around here is not the best idea, but I feel like I've got to be here. Am I meant to be going this way? Nikolai, where are you? Here. Of course I went the wrong way. Of course, we are aware of Rixia's thing, Azure. Some prince you are. We of course know Ria's true thing. Is this the guy? Heinz, a flavour of baked beans. Is this the other guy? It is. Favourite little guy and his friends. Sorry if we're interrupting. Not at all, it's good to see you. Rixia, that's the name. Welcome back, Randy. Bless you, Rixia. Knowing you as thoughts made me a happy man. But I get to see you in Illyria in your costumes close and personal. I've seen him wear it countless times, so damn. You better soak it in. It's a little embarrassing, I'm sure. It's not that exciting. Randy's always had a trouble remembering where ladies' eyes are. I like Wuzzy. What the hell are you talking about, Wuzzy? Randy Orlando is all about respecting women. In fact, Okay, that's quite enough out of you for one day. Let's leave it at that. Indeed. Sorry, we're in the process of housebreaking it. You guys taking a break from rehearsal? Something like that. We're doing a bit of fine-tuning for tomorrow's performance. It's going to be a unique audience after all. Can I believe how many heads of state will be in attendance? Of course. That's right, dignitaries will be coming here. Yes, we heard about that during our debriefing at the headquarters. Well, the guests of honor in Crossbell after all. What better entertainment do we have to offer than Arc and Soul? Good point. I'll be so nervous to perform in front of everyone. Yes, the troupe does seem to be a little agitated. Thankfully, Avelia's nerves of steel to lean on. Worrying your heads over every little thing isn't going to solve your problem. Doesn't matter who sits in the audience, I'm always going to try my hardest. Goodness, I do know how you do it, Ilya. You have been approaching an encore performance with the same level of enthusiasm as you did on opening night. Encore? Gold and Silver Moon, correct? Receiving an updated version. Ah, that's the one in their street. So there's going to be some interesting additions as well. You got that right. A little challenging to revise an already complete play, but the goal is to raise the script to a direction and to a whole new level of perfection. Once the production of the original version is closed, we'll take a month off and begin preparing the encore performance. I assume that's what you meant when you said things were about to get busy as last time. There we go, you betcha. Whole month of rehearsal though. Guys are putting in a little effort. One of the best plays. Can't imagine how insane it's going to be if you're improving it. No kidding. Right, I'm here to set the stage on fire, not cut corners. This encore is going to get my all. We need to put heart and soul into creating plays to show the wonderful guests the time of their lives. And this is what we, the artists of Arc and Soul, were born to do. I don't think there's anyone out there as passionate about performing as you are, Ilya. Can't wait, you got me sold. A little bit more patient, guys. The curtain will rise before you know it. Either it's your first time seeing it, you saw the original, this performance is going to sweep you right off your feet. Maybe a surprising casting, but you guys are going to be shocked. Really now, I look forward to seeing it even more. Interesting. That didn't help us as to where the fuck Nikolai is, though. No big deal. I mean, she is the assassin. Soul crushing, mission Arc and Soul, especially us artists. That's fine. You, it's the SSS. Hey Nikolai, got a cuckoo question for you. Ukraine about the emergency. Forgot to return it. I'll go grab it for you now. Nice. So past your insecurities and into your heart. Of course, Gnosis all went crazy. Basically a drug promising to do thing, but became a form of to make you better at everything, but became a form of mind control pretty goddamn quick. So there's two, and then we'll have to head to Bellegarde Gate, which I think I'm going to run to because I don't believe I've gone that way. But let's head towards Bellegarde, or should we use the? Oh, the garage is where I want to go to. Which I do believe to be here. So we get our new motors, our new customizable motors. Customizable car. We've got a HP charger, paint body, CPD colouring, what's the default? We're going to have the police obviously. Rest customize. Riding car. Bellegarde Gate. I feel like we've already gone this way, so let's head to Bellegarde Gate. Let's do this. Felguard Gate. So, this is Belgard. That's right, the CGF station here is charged with guarding the border we share with the Empire. Don't you remember, Wazzy? This is where the commander guarding force Sonya Bells operates from. Oh, her. I've never met her myself, but I've heard she's a cool beauty in her own right. Oh, tonight she's a looker, but she's a hell of a lot scarier than she is sexy. The previous commander was discharged due to scandal around in the cult. Sure as hell was, Sonya was doing more work than him before anyway. Old commander was a lazy bum that pushed all of his work onto his subordinates while he was whining and dining. The only reason I ever have to help the guy here was the rehab training was because of the jackass's corruption. There we go. His collusion with Revenge and Hartmann had no sense prescribed to the unit. How's the rehab going? Pretty smooth. Boys and girls should be back in fighting for him. No surprise there. The one leading it is a real horrorist when she wants to be. They were all exhausted in the end. There we go. All this talk about training reminds me. Heard Morel's getting a promotion. Morel? She's the warfare officer here, right? Yeah, it looks like she's finally going to get recognized for all her hard work up till now. Since we're here, let's go see her. I want to tease her a bit. Surely you should be congratulating her. We'll go visit Commander Bells while we're at it. It's likely in their office on the second floor. She may be preparing for a trade conference though. Yeah, let's head up there. Of course. So apparently we have not been here, which is interesting. He got discharged, we are aware. Let's head for the mess hall. Favorable turns for the Empire. Bracer Wenzel. Try and take care of all the requests. Yo, class. Rehab training's over. What are you doing here? Allow me. Here we go. There we do. As we got them all. But let's go ahead and speak to everyone whilst we're here. We got to get going. Let's return as quickly as we can. We will at some point. Done doing the rehab. Besides, Cast Protectors, you can't even making it past me. There we go. Evidently, young love has found a way, which is always a nice thing. Or love in general, not necessarily young love. But let's go poke some fun at Commander Bells whilst we're here. Warrant Officer Morel, good to see you, SS. And if it isn't, I mean, how have you been? I heard it's just Morel now. Can't fool me. I know how you really feel. You've been feeling lonely ever since I went back to the SS, haven't you? Don't you remember when you said when I walked out of the war? Don't go, Randy. Stay with me forever. I didn't know such a thing. Shut your stupid mouth. 2 peas in a pod. Good to see you doing well, Warrant Officer Morel. Tells us you got a promotion. Congratulations. I honestly feel like I don't deserve it. Was the one that led the assault on the IBC during the cult instance. That should have been a more serious offense. Sure, but you were drugged and being manipulated. You're hardly liable for that night, right? Of course. What my head tells me, but my heart has its regrets. It's not easy to forgive myself. Yeesh, why you gotta be so damn stubborn? We ran that promotion basically running this place when that old idiot of a commander was flaking on it all the time, yeah? Just accept it. Commander wouldn't be offering it to you if she didn't think you earned it. Very true. He's being sincere. You know, it better if you were this supportive to her all the time, Randy. What are you talking about? Supportive is my middle name. How'd you think I got this job? Thank you, Randy. What was that? Nothing, forget it. Of course. Interesting. And then let's go see and speak to. Good to see you, Commander Bells. Same to you, Major Seeker. I take it your assignment was the SS is treating you well. I'm learning a lot. So, this is the famed commander of the CGF, Miss Sonya Bells. To be able to run an organization like the Guardian Force, she must be quite the skilled woman. You can say that again. The SSS is in our debt for all of our help. Long time no see, Commander. Sorry for being late, but congratulations. Paid no mind, though, now that you mention it, it has been a while since we met. Considering the upcoming trade conference, it's no wonder why we haven't had a chance to meet. Imagine you're fair busier than we are. Perhaps inspecting the area around the conference site has been nearly every day this month. Goal is to expect an unexpected when the time comes. Can't blame you. Those foreign dignitaries are going to be arriving tomorrow. Sorry barged in you, Commander. Maybe this wasn't the best time. On the contrary, you are just the people I wanted to see. There's something I need to tell you all. You do? The other day, a certain group stopped by Belgard Gate. They introduced themselves as the Red Constellation, the most powerful Jaeger group in West Zemuria. Of course, Randy knows this. What? They came here directly? I know you have history with the Constellation, Orlando. That's why I want to speak with you about this personally. Yeah, they say why they were here? No, according to the guardsmen on duty, they didn't do anything especially suspicious. After they arrived, they stayed in the mess hall for a while. Then they met with an Imperial trader and left the gate together. They met with a trader from Arabonia? Maybe it has something to do with Crimson Co. business. Right, the Shell Corporation used to finance the Red Constellation. That's the most likely conclusion, though I've never thought they'd be so blatant as to operate in the open. CGF exists to protect Crossbell, and yet they waltzed through our defenses without a second thought. You can't prove that they've done anything criminal in Crossbell yet. They may not be trying to act covert, but there's no direct evidence linking them to the incident at the deserted mine either. If they weren't a bunch of show-offs, they wouldn't be running a fancy club. Thanks for the intel, Sonya. No need to thank me. I think it's safe to say the Red Constellation will require some special attention in our security planning, of course. You haven't learned anything else? Please inform me at the CGF as well. Roger, we'll remember. Makes sense. Right, so we are done here with the stuff here at Belgard Gate. We're going to have a quick talk. Princess Oliver will be attending. And the Blood and Iron Chancellor is, of course, someone we know previously. Mr. Osborne appeared in some of the Trails games. But we're not going to take the car back, or at least I'm not. I am going to take this chance to explore a bit. I will see you guys back at Crossbell. So I got all the way there, and then I realised on the way down that I'd already fucking been there. So, what can you do? We're going to go ahead and go take the bus back to St. Ursula's. See what we can learn about this Gnosis treatment. Now we've got all the medical reports. But yeah, I got a perfect thing. This is what you get for not having played the game in a very long time, which is, of course, what I have done. We'll go to the 3rd floor. I have very much enjoyed playing. I did very much enjoy things. Just stuff happens, it's fine. Do you remember Mr. Gable? He was hospitalized, but he was released this summer. And was a real pain. He did, indeed he was. Did he not take the Gnosis as well? But that's fine. Let's speak to Mrs. Syland. As we get her reports. You're back. 5 minutes later than I thought you'd be, but I suppose still pass. Thanks anyway. We finished collecting the medical surveys. Handed the surveys over. Is there some sort of problem? No, just the opposite. According to these results, no patient presenting symptoms of after effects. Still mean the treatment of the Gnosis victim has officially concluded. Well done. That's great. What a relief. I'm not fond of running around an entire state on a fetch quest, but it's quite nice to help to a good cause at least. I'll give you the Gnosis analysis results straight away. Do you have a moment? Of course, whenever you're ready. Let's learn a little bit more about Gnosis. Summarizing the results. First and foremost, I discovered that Gnosis has effectively disabled what is known as brain limiters. Brain limiters, never heard of them. Then perhaps you should know that the average person uses less than half of what their brain is scientifically capable of. It's not actually true, by the way. Anyway, the brain processes subconscious limiters on the body's abilities to decrease potential physical strain. However, there should be those limiters be artificially released. In theory, it would be possible for a person to have superhuman abilities. In other words, Gnosis isn't designed to enhance physical strength. Rather, the drug forcibly draws out the person's latent abilities. Indeed. Precisely. Naturally, if those limiters are removed, it takes a considerable toll on the body over time. In the short term, too, all the guardsmen who were under its influence were incapacitated after the fact. Some of them were in rough shape that they were bedridden. Looks like we'll have the little rehab training we went through got them back in a fighting shape. Seems so. Getting back to the drug's effects, there were also men who used the drug to succeed at gambling. It seemingly hunted his luck and senses. Also had an adverse reaction on his personality and speech patterns. He was a completely different person. Those symptoms also the result of Gnosis releasing brain limiters? It is possible. The drug confirmed the rapidly increased function of all 5 of the person's senses. It's only logical that the person's emotional state and nervousness would be affected as well. It would explain why someone's under the influence would become so irritable. Makes sense. Yes, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation to me. However, this is the extent of what we can glean about the drug on a biochemical level. Pardon? The only word comes out of this mind to describe some of this drug's effect is unscientific. Take, for example, the ability to change someone's luck that you just mentioned. There's also a more inexplicable phenomenon that you've all witnessed. I'm referring to the demonization process, of course. That's true. Good luck explaining that. The red notice is called the demonization. But I mean its chemical composition was different from the blue variant? Well, about that. Found out the composition of red and blue were actually identical. Again, biochemically at least. One has been enhanced. Really? Yes, the color difference comes from the refining process. However, beyond that, the compositions are the same, and molecular structures are almost identical. It was reported that only red notice variant was capable of causing inexplicable metamorphosis. The most sensible conclusion I can draw is that the demonization was nothing more than a mass hallucination caused by terror. Yeah, I don't think so, Doc. Demonization is real. I witnessed it for myself when we arrested Ernst Reis. I know, that's why I said this to the extent of what we could learn from the analysis. This approach was only to explain what we know of gnosis in the field of biochemistry. Got it. Surprisingly open-minded stance from someone who works in modern medicine. Not at all. Modern medicine isn't a panacea, particularly when it comes to matters of mind and soul. Gnosis likely has a function meant to resonate with those two with the body. It could be that not even Joachim fully understood Gnosis' capabilities. He developed it purely through trial and error, using ritual secrets that were handed down within the cult. He only succeeded once mass production begun. That's true, he said as much himself. I remember, he said he perfected it through testing data that came from rituals at the cult lodges. As I thought. He was competent and enthusiastic, but no genius. In the end, it led him down a dark path. Do you happen to... You know the guy personally, Doc? Yes, he and I were colleagues in medical college while in Rimfaria. I hadn't seen him since graduation, but we occasionally exchanged letters about our respective research results. However, I never could have imagined his misuse of his findings to destroy his body for such an abhorrent cause. Dr. Sealand, our condolences. Thank you, but I don't need them. Regardless, this is as much as I can tell you about the drug. A different approach will be necessary for you to learn any more about Gnosis. This is simply my intuition speaking. But I believe the key ingredient, Pleromagras, may hold the key to more answers. Palomagras. Hard to forget, it was named in the cult's data terminals. Yeah, but it's about all we got. No one figured out what kind of plant or if it's where it's supposed to grow. I'm well aware I even turned some of the continent's best botanists, yet none of them could tell me anything. The grass may be a rare species that was cultivated in secret, or perhaps something else. Regardless, given the drug's effects, it may be that the plant has supernatural properties as well. Supernatural. Magic. That just makes it more interesting, doesn't it? It certainly does. Thank you for your help, Dr. Silent. I think we're one step closer to finding the truth to that behind the drug now. Really? Well, happy to help. Marks the end of my role in the investigation of Gnosis. You're welcome to visit me again if you learn anything new, however. At the very least, I can give you my professional opinion on anything you find. It's good to know. Boo. Nice. Really feels like I learned a thing or two, but no, I just got even more questions. One step forward, two steps back. And those questions can't easily be answered here. Can't be answered without Joachim here, though we might find ourselves if the cult's data is completely analyzed. That's one more thing to look forward to. Yeah, let's not forget about that. As for this request, we've done all that we can for now. How about we check in with Cecile one more time before we leave? I'm always up for it. Indeed. Detective's request completed. We don't have any business there right now. Well, she was... wrong way. We evidently got the wrong one. She was here with Shizuki, right? She's not anymore. Interesting. Where are you, Cecile? Not here. Dr. Sealand did a wonderful job. Nice. The fact that she doesn't have a portrait makes me believe she's probably not got that much more to do with the story this time around, but there we go. Important work, be forced to reside. Okay, I'm just gonna have a quick wander around all of the things anyway. Let's head to nurses' quarters. Tenacious, of course, we all like Tenacious. You have to come with us too, Lloyd. An incompetent nurse, very nice. Interesting, there doesn't appear to be Cecile here. My guess is that Cecile is going to be here in the tea rooms, maybe? No. Somewhere in the nurses' quarters. Is this the male bedrooms? Indeed it is. Where are you, Cecile? Here we go. Hello again. On your way back, finishing the request? Yeah. Taking another break. You could say that. I'm on a night shift tonight, so I'm getting things in order before heading back to the main building. Thinking of bringing back some of my favorite black tea to help keep me awake. You must have a long night ahead of you. I trust you, but don't forget to take care of yourself, okay? Give me some credit, Lloyd. I'm tougher than I look. Maybe a little bit guy's tenacity rubbed off of me after all those years. Maybe. Photo of the man himself. Would you like to take a closer look? It's the first time we've seen him. If memory serves me, this was taken 3 years ago in front of CPD. The man on the right is my older brother, Lloyd Bannings. So this is what he was like. He seems a really straightforward kind of person in this photo. Maybe that's where Lloyd got it from. Damn, Cecile was just always fawning. Have him dignity, Rand. Though, the two of you together, then you look like a perfect couple. Best compliment you could have given us. Third wheel of a little brother. I don't think your baby face has changed one bit. It's like looking into a crystal ball to the past. We're seeing the small beginnings of the charms that turned Lloyd into a modern-day lady killer. Excuse me? He's not wrong. If he's had this charm for at least 3 years, he should have been able to find self-awareness by now, too. What did I do to deserve this? Indeed. Still, a lot has changed in a few years since the photo was taken. At least that's how I feel about the world around me. Maybe I'm the one who's been stuck in the past since Guy's death. Cecile, listen to me. It may take you a while longer, but I want you to keep waiting. I haven't forgotten, and never give up. I swear one day, I'm gonna find the truth behind my brother's death. He's not alone. The SSS is Guy's legacy. It's his goal for all of us. Yes, and we of course found it in his old badge inside one of the Revanche's treasure chest in the previous game. Don't feel as though you have to accomplish the impossible. Guy may not be here, but still have people I love. All I want is for us to continue living peacefully. So, if you ever do anything that has to come through our doors on a stretcher, I'm gonna have Dr. Seelan serve you the bitterest medicine you've ever tasted. Well, if she makes it, I'm sure it would work at the very least. Well, if she wanted, she could probably concoct something as bitter as possible without sacrificing the potency. Point taken, we'll be careful. Indeed we will. But let us then head our way back to the SSS building. As we have done our things here, as we get ready for the Western Zemuria conference, which I feel like is only going to lead to one thing. Oh, could it be another call from the department? Lloyd Bannings, Special Support Section. It's me. I know you haven't forgotten the sound of my voice, Detective. Of course not, Michael. What do I owe the pleasure to? Got it in one. You really are becoming a top-class detective, aren't you? Maybe you were just longing to hear my sultry tones. No, the list of suspects only had one person on it, Michael. Say, Key should have come to the guild branch today, right? Yeah, about that. She and Shizuki went to the Harbor District to play. Your papi, Zai, I think his name is. He was with them, so I figured it was fine and dandy. Yeah, it's not a problem. If Zai was looking after the girls, I don't think we have to worry about anything. Good to know. I've had a lot of things about that puppy, you know. He's more dignified in person. Do you think he's really one of those divine wolves? I'm not sure about that. Zyde is special, but I don't think he's living a legend or anything. Anyway, did you just want to touch base about Kia? No, there's something else we wanted to tell you, kiddos. More specifically, something Eris wants to. He's looking to book a little info swap with you guys. Should be back at the branch later this evening. Can you swing by? Tonight? Yeah, wouldn't be a problem. Does this have to do with the trade conference? There's that, but he also wants to talk to you about how you in the Red Constellation. Got it. As soon as we're done with our request today, we'll head over to East Street. Sure thing, we'll be waiting. Something up? Races want to meet us for an information exchange. So, this is about how you in the Constellation too, huh? Makes sense, Ernst might know a thing or two about stuff going on outside of state. It's a tempting offer if you ask me. Should we at least head back to Crossbell and go to the Brace branch? Actually, Eris isn't back at the branch until this evening. We can continue taking care of our business until then. So, it's saying here that we should go check out, use the car to go check out some stuff here in the, let's go check out some stuff at Crossbell. So, what we'll do is, next episode, we'll do a little tour of Crossbell, we'll go to all the places, check in with some people, see how everyone's doing. That sounds like a glorious plan. So, if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when we do a little tour of Crossbell. Peace.